Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush and another collage. This time I decided, instead of a cat, a really big cat. So I drew a lion. I used a photo reference that I got from PixPro, and I started with a pale blue background going to a darker blue-gray at the bottom. The lion was actually sitting on a piece of concrete, but I didn't want it to look like concrete. That's way too, 20th century. I really wanted what he's sitting on to be vague. And so I just put a blue-gray at the bottom and a pale blue at the top and called it good enough. Because my focal point is the lion and not what he's sitting on. Didn't think it really mattered that much. I am having fun with all these cats. I've always been a cat person from way back. Love to watch cats, love to have cats, but right now in this season that we're in, we don't want to have a cat. We don't really want to have a dog, but we have one. And if something should happen to her, we're probably not going to replace her. It's just, one of those things where you get to a place where you kind of want to be a little more free. If you want to pick up and take a drive for a weekend, it's easier if you don't have to get a cat sitter or a dog sitter, I think. And you can't always take them with you, so there you go. In the meantime, I like to draw what I don't have. It's always been an outlet for me, some sort of a therapy where, I can't have one, so I'm going to draw and paint one and have it around me, like on the walls for a while. So you can see that my light source is coming from the upper right-hand side, shining down on the face of the lion and the front of the mane, so the back is a very dark brown. And as you can see, it looks almost like black that I used there, but really that's a very dark brown. And a pale brown. I even found a picture of brownies that I cut up and used in the mane of this lion. Sort of a mottled brown. Lumpy. Hey, if you didn't know it was a photo of brownies, you wouldn't know. And recently, I have been going through old photos. Photos. Those things we used to have to buy film in the camera for. I have, those big plastic storage containers. I think I had 5 or 6 of them filled with real physical photos from back in the day. It's like you're afraid to get rid of any of them because you can't get them back. Baby photos will, they won't happen again. Not with that baby. There's an archival time limit to them, that kind of a thing. But I found that being the artist that I am, I took photos of everything. Photos of trees, photos of flowers, photos of rocks that I thought were interesting, photos of grass, and kitties, and dogs, and yes, babies, and my children growing up. No, those I'm not going to part with. I'm going to keep those in my plastic containers, even though I have scanned them onto my computer and they are archived. And I have them stored in several different places. So if there were a fire and all those physical photos got burned up, I actually have many of the photos that are saved, like on the cloud and in 2 external sources. But what do you do with a bunch of photos of trees? Palm trees, juniper trees, almond trees blooming. You know, every time Blossom Trail is in bloom, I used to drive up and down the road and take pictures of peach blossoms and almond blossoms and nectarine blossoms and, oh yes, orange blossoms. Beautiful to paint from, but you know, after a while, the physical photos just aren't that necessary. So I went through all of them. It took days, and I ended up with 4 garbage bags. Can you believe it? Full of photos that I can toss. And as I was going through them, I thought, you know, I could collage with these. And so you may find in the future, not in this particular collage, but very, very soon, you will see many photos that I have cut up and repurposed into my collages because, hey, why not? They're my photos. I can do that. So I'm nearly there. Just the eye, and the eye had such a glow to it on this lion that you can really only see the front edge of the eye. See, so I've got a brown part in the middle and a gold crescent. Tell me what you think of my lion. Oh, and do you see the girl in the mane? I cut that out of a magazine, and it fits so well in the mane of the lion that you'd have to look to see the girl if you didn't know the girl was there. Thanks so much for watching all the way through. I sure appreciate all of my subscribers. You guys are wonderful. Give me a thumbs up if you thought this was pretty cool. And do check out some of my other videos and come again. Bye everyone. I'll see you next time.